Greetings, fellow slingers. It is your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian. You know, this isn't the intro I had originally recorded for this episode. No, I had something else already in the can. And then, when I was all done, I sat back and decided to take a stroll through my social media. And it was there I saw a troubling post. Someone had mentioned that they felt they weren't a good DM. And of course, everyone commented on what a great job he must be doing. He's misreading his group, he's being too hard on himself, and so on. And then I began looking at other posts from other people, seeing these other people engaged in activities different than my own hobby. And I saw them smiling and enjoying themselves, and I asked myself, why? To which I promptly answered, because they're enjoying the hobby they're engaged with. And then I thought about my group. Hell, we're all smiling and laughing and having a blast. My point is, life is fraught with adversity and disappointment. So when you're spending your free time on whatever hobby you're engaged with, it should always bring a smile to your face, and it should be there regardless of how others view your hobby. I didn't mean to get too deep before the fun begins. I guess I just want everyone who listens to the show to know that we want to be here. And as long as you're listening along, you're here too. You may not have a microphone, but you certainly have a voice. So prepare yourself for the Carrion Crown, episode 11. He's out of control.
So we left off. The only thing I didn't know is I was trying to go back to see how many hit points I had left.
I don't think you'll find that out on the podcast, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck you up. Don't worry about it.
But we just woke up, man. You're at full.
No. We didn't. We just wake up.
Yeah, we had a long rest.
No, you and I are at the house.
No, we had a long rest,
Yeah,
and
you
then
guys-
we went out to meet, talk to Gibbs, and then we went to the Silk. You guys went to the Silk Purse.
Yeah.
We did some studying.
so
and then
we already
we
okay.
haven't done any combat,
You're-
so you're at full health, man.
But you're about to be in combat.
Yeah, we're about
So
to.
you guys had
We're all about to be.
you guys had gone to the general store, and it was there that you met with. Fuck, I don't have my notes in front of me, but the two people that own the general store, and you showed them. This
One of them was Marta, right?
Yeah.
Marta and
Because we confused it with Murda.
Murda. Yeah, we were getting
Ulysses
murder.
or something like that.
Ulysses S. Grant. Fucking. Oh shit.
You know, I don't even know because you guys went way off the beaten track when we did that. What's up? What'd you forget this time? Your
No,
dice
I was
again?
going to make
No, I
sure I
brought it
did.
this time.
I would have complained if I. I was like, someone bring me dice that's not Brian.
Anyways.
So you showed that couple that works at that owns the general store that the straight edge.
Yep.
And they told you that it was an antique, and that's what you guys were going to go to the Silk Purse when Pervin came out. But you guys also remember that Sheriff Kaler had mentioned that he left the other blade with Gibbs.
We said we left it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he's got the other blade.
okay. So we told him Gibbs had the other blade, and I guess he just decided not to do anything about it.
You guys decided not to do anything about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
'Cause remember he
after
tossed-
that he's in their custody.
Yeah, but he tossed the keys at you and said,
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
I've got to go take care of my dead guy,
Yeah.
Mac Farouche.
Yeah. Anyway, this fucking Gibbs is gonna Epstein himself, and then we're
That's
fucked.
right. It's the whole conspiracy. Fucking Hillary was involved.
Hillary and Trump were working together. They killed Gibbs.
Well, now we got that out of the way.
We all know it.
We all do it. Putin told him to do it.
Are we all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's fuck shit up. Just broke it down. It's gonna fall.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what work is like?
Worse.
9 hours of this shit.
Plus lunch.
That's included.
So what you're saying is I'm full health.
Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Our Carrion crowd run through episode 11. And with me are the Hard Slingers bringing it home.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. You're going to have to get louder than that. Come on, Doctor. Doctor.
You can't hear him through the mask.
I said, Doctor.
Is there
Not only
nothing I
my
could
character,
do?
but also as the player.
The Doctor.
Yay.
All right, we're going to have to kill that character. That'll work out. So once again, the group has splintered. Only this time you guys changed partners, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we're mixing it up.
We got-
Keeping it fresh.
We got Talos and the Doctor. Just like an ABC after-school special, you guys are studying together. So what insights have the two of you been able to glean regarding the Whispering Way?
Oh my god, I have to pull up my notes this early. I was just getting ready to just fight people.
Well, they seem to seek the undead.
They seek the undead. Their most notorious person was Tarbafon. Their entire teachings are told through whispers and like hushed tones, so they don't really have any. My assumption is they don't have any written things out there to spread the word.
And are they in a necromancy?
They are necromancers.
They are.
I don't know. I actually didn't find the notes, so this is just what I can pull up.
So what are you guys doing at this point, now that you guys have gleaned all this information? It's still relatively early, probably about 11 o'clock in the morning or so. Now, you know that you left Oust and Erwin
With Otto.
with Otto to go take care of an errand for you, Talos.
Yes. And I'm trying to think if Talos would. I don't think there's any reason Talos would go to the Silk Purse unless Otto comes back.
Right.
Or, because I think they have like a telepathic link. If Otto also like says anything to him about coming back, then he's going to start heading back. But other than that, I don't see any reason to.
Between you guys, do you guys have anything that you want to go over about this Whispering Way or anything? Or
Oh man, I got to remember all this Whispering Way stuff.
The doctor just wants to go back to town square. He's done studying for the day. It's getting close to lunchtime. And poor Kendra doesn't seem like she can cook a good meal, so...
she hasn't come out yet, actually. She's still within the confines of her bedroom at this point.
That's what I'm saying. She can't cook a good meal, so... I'm going to go find food elsewhere.
Well,
We could probably get a drink and a sandwich at the Sleeping Dragon.
That
Well-
sounds good to me.
at that point, you do hear the door to Kendra's room open, and she slowly emerges, and you could tell she just looks exhausted. She's got dark rings under her eyes. She appears to have not slept very well at all. And she looks at you, and she sees both of you, and what are you still doing here? Have you guys been studying all night?
Just the morning? What have you been doing?
I've been trying to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep a wink all night. I keep having this damn nightmare over and over again.
What happens in this nightmare?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not good at this. 8.
Can I help out with that
Please.
if I'm proficient?
Sure.
8.
Oh, God.
She seems very reticent about telling you guys anything, but she does look at each of you almost in confusion. You could see anguish on her face. Finally, she just says, I do hope that whatever the two of you have learned will not hold up, or worse, stop the sale of my house. I'm sick of all this drama. We're on episode 11 already.
She's already got the house in her name.
Shut up, Oust. Get out of my mind.
Do you think if I disguise myself as Oust, Kendra will open up to me?
Get like a plus 10 to that.
Maybe an Oust's mind.
HTTPS://
Oh my God, you son of a bitch.
What the fuck, dude? You tell him,
Dude, Siri just wanted to like
Siri wanted to
Chime in.
join in?
trying to tell Otto how to get back?
giving him GPS directions, ways, man.
Make sure Otto doesn't run into any goddamn traffic.
It's an emergency.
She starts heading towards the kitchen, but you remember how there was a hallway and then the kitchen veered to the left and then the main living room was to the right. As she starts heading towards the kitchen, you see her kind of wobble and instead go towards the right and just collapse onto the couch, just completely drained at this point.
And it looks like she's sleeping or passed out, right?
You know how like you just get really exhausted, almost
Yeah.
as though you've tried to sleep all night long and you just can't bring it?
The doctor's still going to just check her vitals
Yeah.
Okay.
as best he can. Yeah, she's asleep.
She's not asleep.
That's what I rolled.
I can't see on the other side of this.
It was an 8. Wait, no, 13.
13.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You can see that her eyes are still open, but her heartbeat is racing. You ever been up all night, and you've seen the sun come up, and you just know you got to be in work in 30 minutes, and you get that
Those nights.
Vegas nights.
That's what her heart is just pumping, just boom, 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 boom.
Too much cocaine.
Just a small bump, you know?
So he
recently
keeps saying that
acquired
every
all this wealth.
He keeps saying a small bump every 5 minutes, and before you know it.
Comes a big bump.
So
You got anything for this, Doctor?
all depends. I have what do I have?
Boner.
I have my alchemy supplies and herbs and stuff.
You gonna roll her a doob or what?
Maybe, but how would you want to play that? Because normally making a potion or something takes hours or days.
I would imagine that you're probably very proficient, seeing how you also are familiar with the ingredients that you would buy at the apothecary as well. You probably have a lot of
Yeah,
things
because
where
I'm
you
part
could
of that guild. Yeah,
put something under her tongue to bring her down a notch.
that's
or
what I
two.
was thinking too. Was pretty much just try and knock her out.
Okay, go for it.
If it doesn't work, I have sleep. I just don't want to use it.
Add a +2 to your roll.
And is that
Medicine.
Is it medicine, just straight medicine. Okay. All right. So the doctor, after examining Kendra, realizes she's not completely out in some kind of weird state. I'll pull out a couple vials and my mortar and pestle and attempt to make a salve that should put her in a deep sleep. That is 17.
17. So you put this concoction that you pull out of your little bat belt and slip it in her mouth, and it starts to dissolve, and her eyes flicker open briefly, and then they start to shut her down, and she says, "Don't let the elder man find me again, please. No, I can't do it. I can't write Talos' name down again." And she conks out, boom.
What?
And right at that point, you hear this at the door. And you hear it just going all along the wall. Just
As soon as Talos hears that, he grabs his cane and he tells the doctor, "We need to get going now."
Yeah, I'm already running toward the back door.
I try to run
sounds-
through the door.
you're going through the front door or the back door?
Whichever one the sound's coming out of,
It's coming from the front.
I'll go through the front door.
Okay. As soon as you open up the door, you see Otto banging his beak into the door, and he lands on you, and he says, "Talos, I have some good news, and I have some bad news.
The good news first.
The good news is I found the killer, the fourth killer.
Excellent.
The bad news is Oust and the old one with the golden medallion. They're in trouble. Oust. That's such a beautiful name. That's a strong name. Why am I not his pet, Talos? Oust. What?
You can change your mind at some other
the
point.
name Oust. What do you think that means? Does that mean strong? What could Oust mean?
Dude, I need some,
Anyways.
I need some Lord German.
Oust. That's a German name. Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the Ioun Stone. Otto, take this. Keep it safe. Hide it.
You'll see it in about 12 hours.
That's fine. I can open them up later if I need it.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on to it. I'll call you if I need it. And keep checking the perimeter. And then I run towards the silk purse.
Okay, now you remember that Exhibit A of our town. Mm-hmm. You're quite a ways away.
I'm quite a ways away,
Okay.
but I'm running as fast as I can.
That's great.
Try to delay combat.
Excuse me while I lift this up. Welcome to the silk purse.
It's a lot bigger than I remember.
That's because it's a warm day.
Oh.
So, Oust and Erwin, you find yourselves in the silk purse standing before Lorman and Kess as they stand behind the counter, the very same counter that once housed that Ioun Stone, they have not taken their eyes off of either of you. A moment later, the curtain leading to the rear of the shop parts and out steps that fourth killer. At that point is when Otto just took off. Lorman looks at you both and says, "It hasn't escaped either one of us how the stone mysteriously disappeared shortly after your inquiries regarding its purchase. Do you have any explanation?"
Well, you didn't see any of us take it. We were all out about in the town.
And I don't even know what stone you're talking about.
Well, you look just like the oiled-up lackey that was with the rest of those three knuckleheads. Do you really think... Yes, do you really think... You fucking fools. You do not steer from us. No, you don't.
We paid you handsomely for the medallion. That's the only thing we purchased and took from the store.
So you expect us to believe that you're completely at a loss as to what might have happened to the stone? Is that the story you're going to go with?
I believe most of us here do believe that. Apart from you guys. But I can assure you that none of us or my fellow companions set foot inside this store after hours and took whatever you believe we took.
He wants to make an insight check on that. 8.
That'd be a 12.
He looks at you.
I'm just excited.
That's so cute.
Golf clap.
I'm trying to keep it nice, keep it quiet for the mics, you know.
You know, perhaps if you are forthcoming with this information that you might know of, we might be able to find a way? Yes, find a way through all this confusion.
Well, I'm sorry for the confusion, but like I said, I can assure you neither I or any of my other party members have entered foot after hours inside your store.
Well, you and I both know that there are other ways to claim certain items. It doesn't necessarily have to be by one's hand. Yes.
Is that how you achieve your goals? By sending other people doing your dirty work? We've already met some of your other friends.
At that point, you see the one that came out of the curtain start to fidget a little, and he puts both of his hands on the handles of his weapons that are in the sheath, and you could see his face get red with anger at that comment.
Please, there's no need for further bloodshed.
Take it easy, Zeke. Relax. Let us find a diplomatic way through this. Make a perception check, both of you.
13.
7.
Erwin, you hear the door that you guys entered through close behind you.
Okay.
Spooky.
There's somebody back there.
I turn around and just trying to kind of glance towards the door.
And you see another one of those killers looking at the two of you from behind.
Wait, there's 2 more?
No, just
The one back there.
Just another one. So there's 2 of them in the room. There's one next to Lorman and Kess, and then there's one at the door.
I thought you said we were going to find a more diplomatic way to resolve this situation.
Oh, we are. We are going to question you until we get the answers that we want. And until Zeke feels that it's amicable enough to have lost the lives of his brothers.
Well, before we begin this interrogation, or questioning that you might say, please, follow my hands closely.
Uh-oh.
They're both leaning in. Ooh.
And as they do that,
Don't tell me you flipped them off.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm going to cast
Oh, God.
Entanglement on the 3 characters, the shop owners of the Silk Purse and the assassin, the 4th assassin, right?
Now, does this have to be... Can this just sprout out of the ground?
It
Like concrete
sprouts
ground?
out of the ground and they make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
So I need to make a strength check, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell it to me or no? Or you just want me
That's
to
a
roll?
want you
surprise.
to roll.
It's a surprise. And so you can change it.
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
no. They're all strong.
Bad news, it's 25.
So the fat guy on the end fails Lorman, and Zeke pass.
All right, which one's Zeke again? That one. All right. Freaking Zeke.
Well, I guess we might as well do it. Let's roll some initiative.
Oh my god. I don't want to. How far away are we at this point?
Oh, that's horrible.
You're probably halfway up the road.
Okay.
Trying to hold him in place.
You should have just distracted him a little bit longer. this is fine.
Watch this puppet show.
Watch this puppet show. Yeah, you can interrogate us, but first,
Oust.
watch my interpretive dance.
3. 3.
3.
Oh, you heard me right.
3.
Erwin.
You've already got an action. It's
19.
19. Very good.
fine. Should we roll initiative or no?
Not yet.
All right.
This might be over by the time you get there. Remember, it's only 6 seconds around.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second. There's no way Mr. 3. He didn't even beat that. Erwin. So you just see these entangling vines burst through the floorboards of this building. You see the killer as well as one of the owners leap out of the way. The fatter one, much too slow. His ankles become entangled in this thing as it slowly wraps around his legs. What are you going to do? Oh, and by the way, the entrance to this place is blocked by another one of those killers.
Yeah.
I should also mention the area that they're standing in is difficult terrain.
Okay,
So
how
they'll be
much
on-
of the area is it?
It'd be a 20-foot radius of
That's
where.
actually pretty fucking big.
So it'd be
Yeah.
pretty much where the
Just
owl on
assume
the
it's
book
everything
is,
in
right?
front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
much.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So that means that I would have difficult terrain too, as well.
If you move up
If
to
you
them,
move
yeah.
up to
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
if you move up to it.
Thank God you're a monk, right?
And also,
Yeah.
thank God there's like a dude you can not
I mean,
have to worry about.
There's someone behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That's what. So
Just like always.
seeing all these vines sprout through the ground and try to entangle these guys, I'm going to turn around and try to attack the guy standing by the door with my short sword. That's going to miss. But then I'm going to try to do an unarmed strike. What was that?
So you've actually moved up towards him then, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Where's that bitchin' thing that I own?
So
It
we
was
need-
16
16 will hit.
So we need like the crab's cane.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
He looks at you, takes his punch to the jaw. He pulls out 2 rapiers and attacks you twice with each one.
Shit.
9 and 8.
Miss.
Okay. The other one looks at
Just a
Get
glance. Just a glance is all it takes to spook Oust.
Scared me, man.
Zeke, looks at you, Oust, and you see as he starts to move. So it's difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
uses up double movement or something.
2, 3, 4, 6. Tries to clear out. Where's the center of this at, by the way?
Just put it in the center of the.
I would assume.
Like where the book is on the out. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Moves his full as much as he can. You see him raise his arm and his sleeve pulls back, and you see this hand crossbow attached to the back of his wrist fire this bolt off at you. 9.
And we'll miss.
Does he have like a side gig as a taxi driver?
Yeah. Buddy.
Lorman looks at you and throws a dagger from where he's at, but he doesn't move. For 12?
Miss.
Miss? Okay. You see this dagger sail off, hit the wall behind, lands close to the table full of daggers as it is, and he looks at you and says, regardless of whether or not you stole that stone, what you're doing here will lower your trust factor with Ravengrove.
Well, I guess you'll be dead by the end of this.
But that ain't gonna help you.
The entire time I'm running, I'm
You-
sending a message. Don't kill anyone.
You need to let us go now, dog.
Open the door.
Let me go.
Let us go.
Let us
Let
go.
us go. Yeah.
No, no.
Let us in, let us in, let us out, let us out.
We did not steal our property. What are you gonna do, Oust?
Steal our own.
I never said we stole your property. Who threw the dagger at me?
The motherfucker you're about to kill.
Please don't kill. Oh my god.
Lorman.
What's the strongest spell I have?
I know, right? I got a good one, but I don't want to
Ray.
use it right now.
He drew first blood.
This is my only question. If I transform into an animal, and does that require concentration?
No.
You just do it.
I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my action, right?
Yeah. If abilities that take concentration, they'll tell you specifically that they do.
Okay.
I give you a puppy.
You might need something a little larger.
I've never heard that before.
Now, this is up to your discretion. I don't know if I could turn into a bear first level or not.
You can. I think you can. You,
Was he wild shaping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wild shaping.
Yeah. Check Moon Druid. I think you can turn into a bear.
Now, how does that affect his armor class?
It'll tell you his armor class. He changes
I changed to the...
anything other than his mental stats are the bear.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you fucked up and now you're a bugbear, man.
I'm big and tall.
Okay. So what are you gonna do now?
You can, like, run up and fuck someone up if you want.
No, it's hazardous terrain, or it's a difficult terrain.
He could run and then get half his movement. See what he can do.
I could move back towards the back door, and that buys us a little bit of time.
Technically, where
Actually,
that's
this,
at, you
this
can.
is wrong because if it's 20 feet, it's. Oh no, it is right. Okay, go.
So you can run along the outside of that case. Well, I guess it wouldn't
No.
hit that guy.
No, because that's 15 feet away. 20 feet would have. So this.
Oh, that's right.
Basically,
20-foot radius,
this whole.
right?
This
Yeah.
that whole
Yeah.
square, that whole room.
I
Yep.
was thinking
I know for the
20-foot
listeners
radius.
at home, this is making it so much easier.
Too much geometry.
Yeah, for all you kids in geometry.
Keep practicing. Stay in school. And
Numbers
one day
are
you
fun.
too can play Dungeons and Dragons.
And confuse radiuses and diameters.
That's right. All right, let's check out where Pie's at here.
I like pie.
Okay, so this entire
We'll just
thing.
assume the whole area is
It
fucked.
is. Well, this whole thing is a 20-foot radius.
that whole
there,
thing's
so-
20?
Yeah, this whole
Damn.
thing is 20.
Yeah, that sounds like the right place to put it.
So you're.
He's in it.
I mean,
technically.
Yeah, I could be in it.
He's-
Okay, so basically that whole portion of the silk purse is no longer silk. It's
maybe you
Weed
just put it down so we don't like forget it.
okay.
So
Just put it
Erwin
underneath
was the
everyone.
only one that managed to escape my my trap.
Well, they're still in it. They just didn't get entangled. Only the fat man got entangled.
Yeah.
Haha, find my new stock.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move towards the back door and help Ermin with.
That's the front.
Oh yeah, sorry, front door. Move towards the front door, and I guess it'd be
This is
15,
5, 10, 15, 20.
So probably just be
Actually, put it right there.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be more than half. And I am going to go for a
Swipe.
He gets 2, I think.
yeah.
As you move out of this difficult terrain towards him, you see his eyes get large, like, oh fuck,
Yeah, you fucked up.
Zeke!
Z can't help you now. And I'm going to go for a first attack, a bite, which is probably going to miss with a 6.
Oh man.
Second attack is a claw, which is a fucking crit.
Dude, feast
that
or
is a
famine.
hard 20 right
Feast or
there.
famine, buddy.
Back that up.
Oh, I will. I'm going to use the same dice. 15 will back it up.
That backs it up.
So that's going to be max damage. Let's see. That is a D8. We're doing double, right? Or 8 plus.
Ah.
So it's going to be 9 points.
9 points of damage.
You don't add any strength, man?
So as this claw comes down and it shears part of his shoulder, you see him reel back in pain,
Didn't say so.
but he's still alive.
Tough son.
But the shit
Yeah.
is scared out of him.
Erwin.
I am going to continue attacking this guy.
Okay.
First attack is with my short sword. 19 on the die
That'll hit.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage as you. This is with your short sword, right?
Yes.
Okay. Describe for me how you killed this killer with your short sword.
I take my sword, put my arms back, and with the tip of the blade, put it right through his neck.
And you see his whole body just basically goes limp, and you are now holding the full weight of him on the sword. So
It's a kebab.
the tip of it kind of starts to angle down. You see him slide off, and you hear this gasp behind you. And Zeke says, "You can run. I will kill you."
I'd like to see you try.
Is his friend dead though?
He's fucking
Is he dead though? Is he dead?
Is he okay?
Is he okay? Erwin, did you kill him?
I think so.
He moves forward, and again with his crossbow, fires at you. 18.
Who
Fire
you
at
attacking?
who?
You.
Okay.
You, Erwin.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that.
This is starting to make sense.
For 4 points of damage. Give it up, old boy. Lorman starts to move, and he makes his way and goes through the curtain that leads somewhere to the back room, and you see him disappear.
Pussy.
Show yourself.
Oust. Oust bear.
House bear. I can speak, right?
No.
No.
You have a bare mouth.
I thought I could speak. Obviously, what I'm saying is not making any sense. I'm just gonna.
Roll diplomacy, man. See what you can do.
I'm just gonna move up to the outer edge before the vines before it becomes difficult terrain. Just kind of stand guard there.
One of the things that I meant to do on the last turn, but I didn't, is I need for this, for Kess to make a strength check. Okay, so he bursts out of the vines, and he would actually move. So he's making his way.
No, he doesn't want to go straight down the middle.
Where?
This side.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
he's-
There's a
They're
The
escaping.
man behind the curtain.
yeah.
They're
Right.
escaping. There's a back door.
Oh.
I don't know if Talos told you guys when you checked the place out. If there was
You
a back
two
door.
would know that, though.
Oh yeah, you.
Because
I guess
he
you know.
was with you at the time.
Yeah. There's a back door.
There's always
Back my front door.
back door, front door.
Erwin.
Let's see. I am going to go on the other side of Oust, the Oust bear. And before the difficult terrain, I'm actually going to throw a dart at Zeke. Let's see, does a 15 hit?
Just misses.
Oof. And then
He
that
looks
will-
at you and he's, "Come in here. Come on, tough guy.
No, you come out here.
I'll be right there."
All right. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Oh, it's his turn.
I just thought of something that might just totally wreck your idea.
So he moves forward, reaches onto the table, and grabs the halberd. Halberd that's right there.
Ooh.
Backs back up and attacks you, Erwin, with that halberd.
Wait, if he
Halberd.
backs up, does he get AOA?
They technically
It's
were
like-
never engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
It's more of
he
a.
was,
It's just an
but-
annulment, not a divorce,
All
man.
right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Moment. All right. Got it. Got
Because I
it.
was actually, that's a good question. I wouldn't have done that.
Oh.
What does that do? Is that D10?
What were we talking about? Oh, halberd.
Halberd?
Yeah.
D10.
Okay.
D4.
D10 with reach, dude. It's nasty.
10 foot, right?
7
Yeah.
points of damage as this thing cleaves down on you. And he says, "I'm waiting for you." Oust. Actually, you know what? Before you go oust, Kess is going to finish his movement and go through the back curtain. Oust.
Oust, knowing that there's a back door that leads, he's a little worried that they're trying to wrap around and flank us. So I'm going to use my
They're
movement.
gonna fucking escape. They're old men.
I don't know.
they're
They
trying to
could be
run away.
spry.
I kind of want to break this door down and get outside at least.
So you're gonna
Bring
leave
this
me
fight
to
outside.
die?
No, you're not going to stay there. You're going to follow away. I'm going to break down because, trust me, with my strength, I could break that fucking door down.
How many times can he iterate on the name Ermin, dude?
Erwin. Ermin. Win?
Ermin.
Win.
Erwin.
Win.
Ermin. He's gonna run out of letters eventually.
He's going to make it.
What are you going to do? Decisions.
Decisions. I can't
Oust.
use my action. Oh, damn it. All right, fuck it. We're going to fuck this guy up. Oust is going to move into the difficult terrain. It's full movement, and he's going to attack twice. First one is going to be a bite, which is going to be a 20 to hit.
Okay.
And that will be
God damn.
12 points of damage. And he's going to
Jeez.
claw for his second attack.
Okay.
And that is a 23 to hit.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
2d6.
Come on, max damage.
Oust bear.
And that's 9 points of damage
God
for his claw.
Damn.
Yeah, good luck killing
His
Oust
shit
now.
is damn near wrecked at this point. You see him drop his reach weapon, pull out both of his rapiers, and attack you simultaneously with them. 13? Will that hit?
13 will hit.
Okay, and so I know the other one will as well. 11 points of damage.
So you scratch Owlsbear.
Dude, the power has gone straight to his head.
Right? Good luck getting him dealing with it when he shapes out of this thing.
Right?
He's going to be unbeatable.
Dude, he has a fuck ton of hit points.
Erwin.
I am going to go into the difficult terrain and try to attack Zeke with my short sword. 11's going to miss.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to use a key point and do patient defense. So basically take the dodge action until my next turn.
Okay. So he... Okay, very good. Oust. Bring it home.
I would assume a bear can't do a non-lethal attack.
I highly doubt
I
it.
don't think the bear lacks the compunction to do something like that.
You skipped your own turn, didn't you?
No, I did it last time by accident, so I just rearranged it. So he's probably going to fucking die now, but
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
First attack, going for the bite. That's a 21 to hit.
This is why I told you, because you wouldn't have any more chance for fun, you know?
Right?
Sorry.
Look how
5
fucking
points
happy
of
he is.
damage.
Okay.
I know. I just totally rained on his parade. Second attack is 8.
That will miss.
Oh.
But he
lives.
has one final. He's still going. He's
Still going,
He's
huh?
barely going. He's hanging on by a thread. So he sees you, Erwin. But he sees how oiled up you are, and he knows there's no way he's going to be able to get into that Crisco defense. So he attacks out the Oust bear. One of them will get in there for 5 points, and you see that he is determined to make this go the full distance. Right before we get to the top of the queue, Talos and the Doctor are now at the silk purse. You see that the door leads into it is closed. You hear all kinds of commotion going on. You hear some kind of growl, some kind of a feral animal with this deep growl. Fuck you.
And then we don't see anyone coming out from there, right?
Not from the front, no.
No. Talos is gonna attempt to open the door.
Imagine that you're coming up the road this way.
Okay. Okay, so we don't see anyone, even though the back door would be
Well, if you
in our point of view.
if you look
Where we're
at,
coming
if
from-
you actually look at the way the building is
Where's the bottle cap? Which way's north?
that way,
Okay.
So we're coming up from the south. So we're
yeah,
coming
the,
down.
The
Yeah.
road comes right across this way, so you can see
The back door.
back of it.
Uh-huh.
This bush over here was where you and Oust had originally hid when you sent that invisible servant,
Yeah.
the unseen
Suspicious
servant, to go
bush.
in there.
Yeah.
That was the bush. That's why I drew that as a point of reference.
Uh-huh. And then is the back door open or no?
Make a perception check because of your distance.
Okay.
Yes. See good numbers.
Yeah. Wait. Let me check. Make sure. 17.
17. Did you roll 2, Doc?
9.
9. 9.
So did you roll or
Yes.
You notice that the door is closed.
the door's
Talos,
closed?
yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to keep going, I guess.
Okay.
If that door's not open, Talos is going to try and go to the front.
So you guys make your way around. You guys are at the front door. It's closed.
It's closed. At that point, he'll go around and try to attempt to go in through the back door.
Okay, as you're making your full round through, Erwin, it is your turn.
I'm going to try to finish this off with my short sword. attack him, and I'm going to miss. And I'm going to try to use another key point for a flurry of blows. So I get 2 unarmed strikes.
Come on.
Fucking misses.
It's that Crisco, man.
And
I'm
this
telling
one
you.
will hit.
Okay. 16?
16, yes.
Okay.
For 5 points of damage.
5 points. As you rain down these flurry of blows, basically just shattering his skull and his sternum, you see him crumple into the vines at the base of your feet.
Get fucked, Zeke.
At that point, you guys make it to the back door. It is closed as well.
I attempt to open it.
It opens.
Okay, I go inside. Do I see anything at all?
You see what appears to be some kind of a,
Living quarter?
for lack of a better term, sure, a living quarters. At the back of the store, there are 4 beds. There's a table in the middle with 2 chairs. All the beds are empty, very well made, and you see a curtain against the north wall.
Okay, I guess move towards the curtain, trying to go through.
As you move through, you see that the entire floor is just engulfed in these vines.
As I walk in, the
Is
doctor.
the owl with you?
Yeah.
Otto, he has a name.
You don't.
As we walked
It's
in, the
easier to
doctor
say
wanted
no.
to hang back and check out the room too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so doctor, what is it you want to do?
I didn't follow Talos beyond the curtain. I hung out or hang back, and just wanted to investigation check on the room. I just want to look around the living quarters
Okay.
and see if there's anything that seems suspicious. And with a 17,
Right off the gate, you don't notice anything abnormal. It just looks like 4 beds and a circular table. As you start investigating deeper, you notice that under each bed, there's a foot chest.
I would like to, the closest one to me right now, I'd like to pull it out and see if it's unlocked.
Okay, as you pull it out, it is unlocked, and you notice that there's garbs in there. There's black pants. There's a few mundane daggers, but there's a vial in there as well, some type of a vial.
It's your jam, man.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
So I will take the vial and put it in my vial holster, pretty much.
Okay,
I pretty much have a bandolier of vials at this point.
okay,
I like that.
very good.
I just remembered something. Otto's probably not with me. I told him to look out for the perimeter, so he's probably flying around.
Is there any description of the vial I could take notes on, or no?
It just looks to be a like a dark blue,
What kind of blue? Like seafoam blue,
Dark blue.
ocean blue?
like a pair of denim jeans, blue.
Navy?
blue.
Sure.
Since we both said navy, I'll go with that.
You're a bear. You can't understand.
God.
So tell us, what are you going to do? You just walk in. You notice that the entire floor starting to subside. These vines start to recede back into the ground, back into the floorboards of this store. And you see before you 2 dead people. You see a large fucking bear. And you see Erwin. But you also notice something else in the store as well.
Yeah, I've been looking at it this entire fucking time. The owl on a book that's exactly like the false crypt.
That's very good.
I mean, he's interested in it, but he's not going to comment in the right way. What exactly happened here?
I'll wild shape back into my human form, or elf form.
This is where he acts like he didn't remember last night.
What happened? Why is all my clothes gone?
He's got fucking shreds of meat in his teeth and shit, blood on his jowls. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Erwin,
I'm
what
innocent.
did you do?
I don't remember either.
That's the story we're going with.
Why's my butt hurt?
Where are the shopkeepers? Are they alive?
They ran away, I believe.
They were cowards and ran away.
At least you didn't kill them.
No, because only the trust points affect the townsfolk. These are outside visitors, so
I just don't think we should look. These guys are killers. I don't really have much remorse about them. We can't be killing the townsfolk.
it was purely out of self-defense. They attacked us first. Who
Yes,
else?
that's
can
how I
use it?
remember it too.
Any idea where they went?
Out the back door. Did you guys find him on the way out
No.
or on your way in?
Doctor?
No, but I found this cool blue vial. So I start shaking it.
What do you suppose it is?
I can't tell yet. I'll have to examine it. But each one of these beds, there seems to be a footlocker underneath.
Let's check out the footlockers. As they're doing that, can I actually check the bodies of Zeke and his lover?
I also want to do something different.
Okay.
19?
19.
Better roll individually?
Yeah, per each individual person.
Okay,
Tell me
so
who you're
Zeke.
gonna go. Okay, Zeke.
And that would be, I guess it'd be a 4. So it'd be a 20 and a 4.
For his boyfriend that you greased, you don't notice anything on him. And even for Zeke, even though you're going through everything with him, most of his clothes have been shredded off by you. There's nothing of intrinsic value that he has other than his 2 rapiers. That's it. And he's got that wrist crossbow.
I could take the crossbow.
Okay.
I'll take that. And is a, what did you say he had on his rapier? Rapier?
Not root beer. Rapiers.
Rapiers. I'll take a rapier.
Would you want a beer?
I would take another beer, but rapier. I'll take
It is a great beer.
Yes. Brought to you by New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger, high IPA. Please drink responsibly. 12 ounces, 7% alcohol
Remember-
by volume.
I don't remember getting sponsored.
Buzz is still drunk.
Okay, so I take his rapier and
Oh man.
Why don't you take both?
You can always sell
Yeah,
it.
you can always pawn it at the pawn shop.
that's right. That we gotta. All right. So I'll take both rapiers and his arm crossbow.
Oh my god.
No coin.
I got two.
Hold on a second.
I got 2 things. I got 2 things I need to do here,
Wait a
man.
second.
Actually,
Because-
fucking 3 things. Shit.
Hold on a second.
Oh man.
All right.
You had to put this fucking owl thing in here, man.
Cannot believe you fucking.
What?
I don't think that was in the notes, dude.
What? The rapier?
No, the murder, the atrocity.
Like I said earlier, it was under
I wanted to talk to
self-defense.
these people.
I was a bear. Things happened quickly. Things
my God.
escalated very quickly.
I set up some dude to take the fall. Eventually. I mean,
We
I
can
didn't tell you
still
guys.
make it look that way.
I want to talk to these guys eventually, but who knows when they'll come back, if ever.
But I actually have a contingency for this
All right.
drunken mishap.
It wasn't drunk. I
was
turned
a-
into a bear. It was a bear mess.
You
mishap.
blamed it on being drunk. It would have worked
You
out
backed a
better.
bear into a corner. What did you think was going to happen?
That's right. You don't put Papa
Nobody
Bear in the
backed
corner.
The bear. The bear just came out and just went, bear, let's fucking party."
See, here's the problem. They thought they trapped the bear. They were trapped in here with the bear.
All right. You know what? There is a fair explanation to this. Oust does not like bullies.
All right, there we go.
All right. Are we ready to bring it back in?
Is that part of your backstory as to why you live in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was outcast. Got picked on.
Oustcast.
Outcast.
Outcast.
What are you going to do? Talos, you said you had something else in mind of what you wanted
While
to do.
everyone's searching, I'm going to cast Detect Magic as a ritual to see if I can find anything magical in this place.
Okay.
Like magic items or anything like that.
Describe how the seance works. Give me some
I move,
description of this.
I move into the center of that owl icon thing on the floor. I whip out my spell book and I flip to the page where I have Detect Magic, and then I start chanting through the ritual. And then I move my hands around really weirdly. If no one knows what's going on, I just look like I'm freaking out.
Unfortunately, it looks like you're just having an epileptic seizure.
Yeah, basically.
There is nothing of magical.
Okay, so they don't have anything magical in here. Okay.
If Erwin is looking around and catches eyes with Oust, he'll be like, "Don't worry, this is normal. I've seen him do this before.
Okay. I think
If
that
not, we
lasts-
have a doctor."
Erwin, what did you want to do?
I was going to try to see if I can search around the pawn shop, see if I can try to find like another weapon.
Okay, you see that behind you there's a table of swords, long swords, short swords, daggers. The halberd's gone. Obviously, it's on the floor. You see also that there are shelves in the corners. You see there's far corner back to the northwest. More swords, a couple of bows, an axe. You see that there are 2 sets of armor, one right against the east wall, one against the far west wall. You just see a bunch of junk. And as you're scanning around, you notice something catches your eye. And it's just this basket of all these gold medallions on chains.
Oh my god.
The mother load.
The mother load. Wear them all.
Come on, Mr. T.
I'm definitely going to try to take as many medallions as I possibly can.
Oh, this ought to be great.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'm going to take 5 of them. Because I feel like any more than that,
It's a nice
it's going to start
number.
to drag me down,
It's a
slow
nice
me
number.
down.
Okay. You see, they're all different ones. One's like a happy face. One says, if it takes a nickel to shit. You know, it's just all these little stupid little
There's a
things.
poop emoji one.
Yeah.
You got
Thug Life on another
6
one.
having 6 of them from the shop is a nice inconspicuous number.
Right.
I have one thing I do want to take.
Okay, what else did you want to do?
They showed me a ring they wanted to charge me $100 for, and I want it. And 100 gold pieces, and I couldn't afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And I want to take it.
Okay. You'll notice that in the cabinet there's an X. That's right where
That's where it was?
that's where the stone was at.
Oh, okay.
The ring was just to the side of that, and you see the ring is still there. And
Okay.
it has feathers that are inlaid around the band itself.
Okay. I'm going to take one of the rings, the worthless rings off my finger. I'm going to put it down, take it, and then put it on mine.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, and we'll go over what that does later. Good memory. Fuck, Koosh.
Listen to the podcast.
I'm going to give you a fucking gold balloon just for the memory of that. Actually, I was going to give you one for what you had done last week, what you did with that letter.
And you
So can I
didn't
get
give him
another one?
Yeah.
No, you could just carry that over to that because it wasn't worth a full gold balloon.
All right, I got 2 half
because it
doubloons.
didn't plan out the way it was going to go.
Oh, yeah.
And then I like this too. So,
All right.
so Doctor, what are you going to do?
All
during
right,
this-
so I
this
already
round?
searched the 4 beds. I searched the northeast corner. I'm going to turn around and do the southeast bed.
Okay, you see another box under there.
I will pull out the footlocker and try and open it.
Okay, make a dex save.
Is it a mimic?
20.
Oh, yeah.
As
Hard 20.
Back it up.
Yeah, as you fuck with this lock, you hear just faintly this snick, and you move your hand out of the way as this dart shoots out of the lock
shit.
and just plows right into the wall behind you.
But does the footlocker open?
It does open.
Is there anything cool inside there?
There's more clothes. There's some
More
more
darts.
stupid knives, but there seems to be a velvet sack in there as well.
Grab the sack.
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
and you hear this jingle jangle.
Payday boys.
Oh, man. The doctor's rich.
You look inside, you see 15 gold pieces in there.
Moderately wealthier.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
50 CP.
Yeah.
Hey, he just opened his business.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Small loan of 15 gold pieces.
Small loan. This
It's a
is
grant. You're
It's
gonna
a
pay it
grant.
back.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
If I can, I would then like to go to the southwest
Okay,
and check that footlocker as well.
okay. Roll a d20 against me.
Get them all.
10 on the die.
Okay, you see another box, another footlocker underneath it. What do you want to do?
Try and open it.
Okay, it opens up, and you just see there's nothing but clothes in there as well. Pair of boots.
Just
That's it.
standard.
Standard shit. Nothing.
All right, then I might as well check the last bunk.
Okay, go and make a deck save.
Dex save. No.
Oh, fuck.
No. You take 2 points of damage, and you feel this prick on your finger. And as you're sitting, as you pull your finger away, you notice your finger starts to get stiffer, as though it's really difficult to curl it. And it slowly starts to work its way up your arm as you feel this paralysis start to move through your body.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
So how much time do I have until it courses through my whole
You're
body?
going to have to make a con save, and within 4 rounds, you'll be unconscious.
Oh, God. 10.
Oh no. All right, looks like everyone's accounted for. Let's
Head on out.
let's go back. Fuck.
Make another con save. Or what are you going to do?
I don't think I have anything for this.
Oh shit. Do you have lesser restoration? It's probably too high of a level. Fuck.
So I just got to save, right? In 4 rounds?
Yes.
So 1 round's done. I got 3 more chances.
Yes.
All right. I have 1 doubloon and 3 chances.
Okay.
Straight con save. Nope.
Now, hold on a second.
What are we
Go,
doing?
no, go ahead. What was that?
I was gonna say, what are we doing? Like, and do we not?
You guys are all fucking off.
Yeah,
after
we
me
don't
here.
know.
I was going to say,
I don't
man.
know.
You never fucking yell.
I decided to hang back. I got pricked and like Medusa's head just turned to stone.
I'm
Okay.
investigating this owl, this owl symbol on the ground.
Okay.
I'm
So
searching
when I
dead
make the
bodies.
con save, am I just stable or am I
Yeah,
not?
you'll be fine.
Okay.
Can I roll
So
investigation?
I got 2 down.
Hold on. What's your investigation check?
The owl symbol.
You're gonna wait. You can put your fucking owl symbol on hold right now. We got suspense going.
Nah, it's fine. It's a doctor. What's the worst that could
We're
happen?
gonna build the suspense. And back to the doctor.
22.
There
All
it
right.
is. See?
As you're sweating profusely, you start to flex your arm. You reach into your belt and you slip something under your tongue, something you never had to use, you've just known about it. And it just slowly starts to calm your body. And then you start to bleed out of your pores, just this milky substance of this infection that started to take hold of your body. Within a few moments, you start regaining your full mobility of your arm. Your breath starts to catch again, and you're good to go.
Was it like one of those like
Jesus.
Listerine stripes? What?
Oh, but it's gross, especially because the doctor's wearing chainmail and then his heavy leather stuff. It was the leather, then the chainmail. Now it's pus, chainmail, then leather.
Man,
Dude,
that
it's
must
like-
be uncomfortable.
I have 3 layers of protection now.
It's in your mask, probably.
Yeah, it's everywhere. I'm sure it came out of my eyes, came out of my
Yeah, you're
ears.
like floating in the fluid of your own pus.
So as you start bringing yourself back to a more coherent state, Talos, what is it you're going to do?
I want to investigate this owl symbol to see if I know it from like history or religion or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
Not good. 12.
No. The only thing that you recollect is that you've seen it before in that false crypt where you found all of those surplus items that the professor had mentioned in his journal.
Okay.
So as you guys start to basically wrap up whatever you're doing here, you see the front door, the knobs start to jiggle.
I go and open the door.
But as I got up and I felt better, was there anything in that footlocker?
Oh, you didn't? Did you open it?
I tried to.
Okay.
Here's
As you-
another deck save.
Unless I have to do that, then I'll pass.
All right. Let me deal with the doctor for a moment. So as the doctor opens up this case, you see that inside there are more clothes, just simple weapons. But one of the daggers looks to be different than the others. It has a silver blade to it.
I'll pick that up. And now I'm sure I'm feeling like shit. I will stumble through the curtain to see Talos. Well, I don't think he's dancing anymore, but people just milling about.
I'm headed towards the front door.
You're moving towards the door where you heard the door.
Yep.
It's obviously locked.
I open it.
Okay.
I unlock it. I open it. I don't.
You see this older, fatter man who's got a mustache, balding, And you see that he has a bit of a worried look in his eye. And he says, I'm sorry to bother you. The sheriff sent me for you. But I don't suppose you see my son in there, do you? Pervin?
Pervin's not here. He left.
My name's Zokar.
Could you say your name again, sir?
Zokar Elkerd?
Zokar, I have a question. Why would you name your son Pervin?
My wife, God rest her soul, that was her dying wish when she gave birth and died at childbirth.
Is that the last sound she made?
Perfect. Who's ever got that gold bloom, give it fucking back. He's like, I haven't seen my son in hours, and first the dog went missing, and now my son.
I saw your son not too long ago. He
Where?
left this place. He left and he went up to the north.
To the north. Anyways, the sheriff, he needs you. He says it's very important. He won't leave the jail cell. He won't leave his jail. He says it's very important. And he starts hauling. He said, to the north, right?
Yes.
And he starts running northward.
All right. Man.
All right, I say we plant these bodies with treasures and we make it look like a robbery.
Sprinkle some crack on them.
Doc, can you whip up some crack cocaine?
Unfortunately, I lack the components for that.
This is different, Oust. This time there are witnesses.
Not for long.
Oh, boy. Oust, what happened to you?
Okay.
Where did we go wrong?
So what are you guys going to do?
We gotta go to the sheriff.
Real quick, could I grab one of the long swords?
Sure.
All right, I'm just going to take one.
It's just a mundane sword.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't have
nothing
any-
special. I just want to
Okay,
have another
sure.
weapon. Yeah.
Go sell it back to the soul person. Hey, I found this.
I found this. I wanted to sell it.
So you guys head towards the jail?
Oh my god.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Dude, we forgot
Yeah.
to check the records for straight edges.
In this?
What?
Oh.
What do you want? Do you want to do something for?
Was that at the Silk Works?
He wants to check the ledger.
I wanted to check that's the other thing I wanted to do. I totally forgot. Because
I forgot about that.
the doctor was dying and it was too intense.
Okay, as you start looking around, you notice that there's just shit everywhere, like what they sell. Mm-hmm. Like you don't see anything. It's like there's no register. You wonder where they keep all this shit at, where they keep their records at, where they would keep those ledgers.
Can I check the back room for ledgers?
Sure,
Can I roll investigation or something?
you bet.
Can I aid him with that?
That is 22.
22. As you're looking around, you notice that there is a floorboard that is loose.
All right, prop it open.
Okay, make
my
a dex save.
Should I use a doubloon? Yeah, well, whatever. That's better. 15.
15. Okay. And you feel this prick.
Oh, man.
As you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
But it doesn't, whatever it housed in its capillary, doesn't eke out into your system. It's almost as though it hasn't been used.
Okay.
Or let alone tested, or may have been just very old.
Gotcha.
Like a
But the
dead.
poison just kind of stays within the capillary. As you lift up the board, you see that there's a couple sacks of coins in there. You see that there's several books in there as well. Some are ledgers, some are probably other important things, probably what they have on other people. It would probably take you some time to go through all this material.
Man.
I say we just take
Grab it all.
with us.
Take it.
Dallas, grab it all.
Grab it all. How
Yeah,
much
between the four of us, everyone just grab. We'll figure this
Yeah.
out later.
Okay, there's 3 bags.
of coins?
Yeah, but you don't know how many coins are in there unless you're going to stand there and start fucking counting.
Take all
Okay.
3.
Say we'll just
Take
take
all
it.
the bags.
Holding the bags.
Okay.
Also, Alice wants to take the poison mechanism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to disarm
Yes.
it and take it with us.
Because I found this weird vial underneath one of their bunks. It probably has to do. Maybe it might be an antidote for something in here.
We should hope so. If not, we could use it against them.
Or maybe it's the poison.
Either way.
Either way, we'll
Either
find
way.
out.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's all good. Grab it all. We'll figure it out later.
Figure it all.
Okay.
Figure it all out later.
So you guys are going to go to the jail?
Yes.
You're gonna carry all this shit with you just in your hands, all this
No, we're putting it,
property
like, in
of the
bags,
silk purse.
We should drop up the
Silk
books.
purse original books. Silk purse cooked books.
Cooked books, I think, we have
Yeah.
no problems bringing with us. But the rest,
Okay.
no. We should drop them. We should drop off the books.
Like in a bush?
No. At Kendra's place. We'll just mix
Well-
it. We'll mix it in with the professor's.
Kendra's place is far. Do I
Yeah.
still have my room at the inn?
You do. You just haven't stayed in it.
Oh yeah.
I have a room at the inn.
All right, we can leave the books there.
Okay.
And do that and just make sure I don't know if I paid, do whatever I had to keep the room in my name.
That's fine. You go in and you make sure that you're still up. Your dues are still paid on the room. You go up there, put your shit away, lock the door, come back down, and you go to the jail. Or what do you want to do?
God damn, dog. I didn't know you got the suite.
Jay.
I told you guys I wanted to stay there.
I know. I remember this was like session 1.
As you're walking up the stairs with these 3 men, one of them extremely oiled, you just see the concierge just look at you like, whatever the fuck you want to do. You in the mask.
You're gonna need some bleach.
Got the fucking gimp and
Room's paid
some
for,
dude
ain't
with,
it?
with 18 gold medallions around his neck.
You're
And,
gonna need to break up the strong
and 2
stuff. to
elves.
clean
He
this
can't
room
tell if
up.
they're female or male.
Yeah.
All right,
you're
we're
gonna-
going with the George Bush policy. Don't
Yeah.
ask, don't tell.
Yeah, we walk up. It was like, we'll be in the.
But
We're gonna need an hour. Don't scry on us.
Come back down 10 minutes later.
Don't scry.
Don't scry on us.
But as I'm leaving, I know I have one key. I want to ask the front desk. I have one key. I'm sure you have another key for this room. Are there any spares?
Just the 2.
Okay.
What do you want? What?
No, it's fine. Just asking.
Very well.
Never mind.
Has there
Don't
been a-
mind us. Don't mind
Has
me
there
and my
been a
friends.
problem or anything?
No, I get forgetful sometimes. So, just so I know.
You're paid up through the rest of the week. Thank you for being such a good, quiet tenant.
Yes.
We haven't heard you all past couple of days.
Yes. No.
You guys are really fine.
Luckily, even with this mask, I don't snore or anything. So, here's a copper piece to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, thank you. He puts it in his pocket.
Can you send
Goes-
extra linen?
Sure, I'll use my key.
I like how you asked
No,
him to
never
keep his
mind.
mouth shut.
Just kidding.
Oh man.
So what do you guys want to do?
Now it's time to go to prison.
Okay, now it's time to go to prison.
Now it's time to
But you
watch
get mass.
watch this guy Epstein himself.
I don't know what he was doing. He was on suicide watch.
He was a suicide watch.
So as you guys make
supposed to
your
be one guy
way,
watching him at all times.
as you guys make your way into the jail, you see Sheriff Kaler sitting at his desk, and he just looks, I don't want to say defeated, but very depressed, as though he lost a dear friend.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god.
You think his girlfriend rejected him?
I don't know, unless he decided to start a murder suicide based on that blood trail.
As you walk in, go and put your guys where they need to be in the jail. He says, I thought I left him for you guys to secure him,
He was secured when we left.
but he was left alone.
I thought you were watching him, Sheriff.
I went to go take care of Rush. Remember I told you to take care of him and lock him in the back?
He was locked up.
Yes, but he wasn't unarmed. You go back and deal with it.
Did you guys not frisk him?
No, we knew he had a thing, and we told the sheriff he did.
Yeah.
Sheriff didn't want to do anything.
Well,
we
if
didn't
you
do
listen
anything.
to the episode,
No, I told him that
the
he has
sheriff
this.
left.
No, but
jail.
I told the sheriff knew he had it. It's not a surprise to the sheriff.
This is all part of the county here.
Don't you try to blame this on me.
Goddamn government efficiency.
Go take a look at Gibbs Epstein.
There it is.
He somehow broke his own neck.
Oh, Jesus.
God, how did it trail out? He had so much blood.
Did he walk?
Yeah, did he just
Did he
drag
walk
his
out,
body?
kill himself, and then walk in?
He's probably a drunk. So
We're gonna
it's-
need another picture.
He shot himself in the back of the head with a shotgun
While in jail.
while in jail. Putin had nothing to do with it.
Somehow he happened to
Let's talk
somehow
about
he
that.
happened to hang himself, slit his own neck, and blow his own head off all in one go. I don't know how it happened.
It's the damnedest thing.
As you go towards the back of the cell, you see that Gibbs is laying on the floor, and his jugular is slit open, and his hands are empty.
He doesn't have anything in his hands?
Nothing. And we'll see you next session.
Fucking Kendra.
This is what happens when it's nickel shots at the Laughing Dragon.
Nickel shot.
Nothing comes good from nickel shots.
After midnight. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Our Carrion Crown run through, episode 11. And bringing it...
That's 11 in Spanish. Sorry to steal your thunder.
Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast.